I'm Jonathan Watt with Tara Group International. We hope you're enjoying the various series we have online, and if you are, please press the like button and subscribe to our channel. We're talking today about, well, we'll call it the dance of heresy and orthodoxy, a historical journey of the Christian church. You know, in the expansive historical narrative of Christianity, believe it or not, heresies have played an unexpectedly important role. These divergent beliefs and claims labeled as unacceptable to mainstream Christianity, paradoxically, have actually helped define and solidify Orthodox Christian doctrines. From the early days of the church, heresies not only sparked intense theological debates, which they certainly did, but they also catalyzed the development in response to them of a cohesive, relatively cohesive Christian identity. Let's talk about that just a little bit today. Consider, for example, an early study in this, Arianism, named after a man named Arius, in which he challenged the divinity of Jesus by claiming that Jesus was created rather than co-eternal with God. This controversial view actually prompted, among other responses, the so-called First Council of Nicaea in the year 325 AD, in which church leaders gathered from a variety of areas to address what was at the time a theological crisis. Now, the outcome was the Nicene Creed, a foundational statement affirming the divine nature of Christ, something which continues to be a cornerstone of Christian faith today. Let me give you another example. Gnosticism, which is really as well the first century AD, was starting to introduce the idea of secret knowledge as key to one's salvation. Now, think about it. This raised significant questions, for example, about the authority and the accessibility of faith, among other things, and prompted deeper reflections on what it meant to be a Christian. You see, each heresy, rather than being simply a threat, actually became a catalyst for clarification and articulation of core beliefs that came about in response to the challenge that these various heretics were making. So church councils came to have a major role in doing that. The response to heresies often took the form of a church council, a gathering of bishops and theologians tasked, among other things, with resolving theological controversies. These councils, including, among others, the so-called First Council of Constantinople in 381 and the Council of Chalcedon in the next century, were instrumental in defining and unifying Christian doctrine. You see, they established creeds that articulated the evidence and the essence of Christian belief, and reinforced a shared identity among otherwise diverse believers of many different cultures and geographic backgrounds. Very significant steps in the early church and needed very much today. Now, significant people, let's go back here to Arius, and then also let's mention another man a little bit later, Nestorius. Though ultimately deemed heretical by the majority of the church, they significantly came to influence the development of Christian theology eventually in these kinds of positive ways. Their teachings sparked intense debates, and these debates compelled early church leaders to respond, to refine, to clarify doctrines concerning particularly the nature of Christ and of the Holy Trinity. Now, these controversies, while at first divisive, ultimately strengthened the church's theological foundations as well as her determination to press ahead and press forward. So today, the legacy of these early Christian heresies continues to resonate. Modern theologians and scholars revisit the ancient debates to understand their relevance even to contemporary faith discussions. So, by examining these historical controversies, believers are encouraged to engage in an open dialogue, a questioning of traditional doctrines and considering, well, what are the alternative perspectives? What should we consider about them? And this dynamic interplay between belief and dissent underscores the evolving nature of Christianity. It highlights that this faith is not just a static faith, but actually consists of a journey of development that is shaped by an ongoing dialogue and exploration, and we trust involvement of the Holy Spirit as well. And understanding the historical role of heresies offers us valuable insights into the complexities of Christian belief systems, and it reminds us of humanity's enduring quest for truth amidst diverse interpretations. So, while early Christian heresies were initially seen as challenges to orthodoxy, and they were, in retrospect, we can also see how they've been instrumental in shaping the contours of Christian doctrine, and they highlight the rich tapestry of theological discourse that has defined Christianity throughout the centuries and continues to inspire reflection and to cause growth in today's faith communities. Now, if you've enjoyed this blog and its vlog on church history, tune into our YouTube channel to watch our entire series, or log onto our webpage and read the blogs for yourself. If you'd like to learn more about church history and would like to schedule for one of us to come to your organization or church's events, please schedule a free consultation with us and we can see how we can best serve you. Thank you.